Hey, Retcon Raider here. And once again, we're starting in the thick of it. We're still out here on the outskirts of Neufarn, and a second group of brigands has just come into sight. We need to intercept them before they reach the village proper, or they'll start burning that down as well. Since this looks like it's going to be a tough fight, we've switched out to some of our highest level brothers. So, unfortunately, that does mean at the moment that our newer or lower level recruits are on the bench. Let's see, some brigand marksmen and many brigand raiders. And we're engaging them on hilly terrain, so this could be tough. Okay, this isn't so bad. There's definitely less marksmen this time, but that is a lot of raiders. We almost started on the side of a hill, which is quite possibly one of the worst places to start. But I think we can move up quickly to engage these raiders, while also moving up our back line so that they're not on lower elevation. There's a very nice shot, an early shoulder wound to one of their marksmen. And Potato finishes him off. Nicely done. Alright, that just leaves 3 more marksmen, with that guy with the hunting bow probably being the most dangerous. And we've still got 3 militiamen to play with, too, so I'll certainly be getting the most out of them. There's an incoming long axe. As we've seen in the past, those are deadly weapons. I'd love to get my hands on it, but we need to take that raider down quickly first. Okay, looks like they're squaring off, but they've left some of their archers open. So let's see if we can continue nickel and diming them. It looks like they moved 2 shieldmen in front of their archers. That's a little annoying. Okay, I think it is time to move up and engage. My gut will come down diagonally. We need to make sure we leave enough room for Goon and Roderick on the north side. And we opened up with a miss. Vlad will hold back for a second. Here comes Reinhard the Survivor. Another miss. And Rondis on the south side. He'll prioritize this long axeman. Another miss. Well, we are not off to a good start here. We got that early kill. I think the game's trying to tell me something here. Yeah. At least that rock will provide me with cover. Oh, and there's a nice arm wound on the long axe. Okay. And Goon fills the final gap with a miss. Ooh. Well, it looks like we lost the injured militiaman, but better him than us, so let's just ignore him and keep moving. We'll start bringing our archers up and picking shots. No, I don't. Yeah. I didn't really have any good ones there, and I missed the easiest. Henry won't be able to attack this turn, but he can certainly move up. Let's get him towards the center, so he's not in long axe range. And oh, Vlad. Vlad still has action points. Hey, and there's kill number 2. Well done. Is that a headshot or something? I really didn't think that guy was close enough to death to drop in one shot, but I'll take it. Okay, round 2. Let's see what these guys do. There's a near miss. I've still got 2 archers who are exposed on the south flank. But they just moved their archer up too, so nice. Bunny almost took him out in one hit. I just need one of my other guys to capitalize on that. Fox? There we go. Bunny and Fox. Always the best team. He's still got still enough for one more shot, but no hit. There's some fancy maneuvering on their part. They just entrenched that long axeman in the center of their line. That means I'm going to have to go through someone to reach him. But at least we managed to injure his arm first, so that's going to make it a lot harder for him to actually land any solid hits. Okay, let's start bringing the militiamen up. And while it is still mean, ooh, nicely done, I think I'll continue trying to get them into positions where they're still tempting targets. That way the enemy archers are likely to continue prioritizing them. That guy down there is throwing stuff at Goon. Good luck with that. He's at maximum throwing range, and he's 2 levels of elevation lower. Their entire front line's tanking us, I see. I've still got a decent chance to hit these guys. It's just making things go slower. Ooh, there's a piercing chest wound. And Vlad knocked him off of, shield wall. Oh, because he's broken. Nice, okay. I think I'll leave Siren on his dagger. He seems capable of doling... Ooh, there we go. And another one, a piercing chest wound and a hand injury. Roderick, though, is going to go for a headshot. There's a nice broken nose for that raider. And can he... Oh, yes, and he can land the second one. That is another fatality. Good work, Roderick. We've broken 3 of the raiders now. Unfortunately, while Goon has quick hands, he doesn't have dagger specialization, so he can't move and get off a dagger attack. So I think I will just move him up a bit and then take a shot at this guy. That's a bruised leg. And he'll probably die once he tries to run. And since he's no threat, we'll move Baggins up. And I guess we'll bring Vlad down into lower elevation. That way he can attack the guy on the other side of Roderick next turn. Need to get my archers moved up into a better defensive position. Or I need to pick off that last couple of marksmen. With the long axe guy down... Ooh. Nice. Bunny just took off that archer's face and broke his morale. Alright, Potato. Who can you shoot at? I guess this last guy here. Wrong target, but that's a crippling injury on the already broken marksman. And Fox finishes him off. That shot took out half of Siren's helmet, but he's otherwise fine. He does have 2 raiders on him, though. So I need to move some people to support him when I get the chance. Alright, Fritz. The equivalent of an intern in the Raiders' power structure. Terrible job. See, just look at Mark. That's how you get it done. Hilmar? There you go. If we were currently looking for more archers, you'd have a job on the Raiders. Reinhard just lost most of his armor, but... this guy is outnumbered 3-1 on the line, so... yeah, Rondus should focus on this guy. Go ahead. One armor penetrating shot got through. Vlad is now helping Roderick with that guy. There we go. Alright, Reinhard got a little payback by doling out a... what is that, a fractured ankle? A sprained ankle? And Goon's still slowly working his way through this wall of broken moraled raiders. Once they start running, they'll be going down in droves, but right now they're all just in my way. And Siren. I guess with your armor messed up, I don't want to take too many chances with you, so... I think we're going to take one shot and then shield wall just to be on the safe side. There's a helmet shot and shield wall. And there go the Raiders. The long X-Men broke away, but that one didn't. Alright, that's 2 down. And their deaths actually broke this other Raider as well. Ooh, and the one up north fighting Roderick. So at this point, almost all the Raiders are fleeing, except for the 2 on Siren, the marksman behind the rocks, and that guy with the javelins. And I've got an open shot on the marksman, so I'm certainly going to take it. And there we go. Potato drops his second marksman of the battle, I believe. And that guy's coming around. I'm not sure if he's just trying to flee or if he's... Ooh, and there goes the long axeman. You know, I'm not sure if that guy's trying to flee or if he's just planning on throwing javelins through his buddy. Well, I certainly don't want Fritz getting a killing blow, so... He'll just take a low percentage shot at some random raider. And he missed, of course. Okay, Henry. You can't reach anyone. Oh, actually, there we go. It was a miss, but at least he took the shot. And Rondis, now you can go ahead and move up and support Siren. There. A nice pierced hand neutralizes that guy as a threat for the most part. We'll bring Igot up where he can be in contact with these 2 fleeing brigands. The one fleeing brigand. Igot wasn't patient enough to wait for them to start running, so he just killed one immediately. There goes most of that brigand's chainmail. And Goon will engage, but will not have enough action points to actually attack. And Reinhard, I think he can, yeah, he can engage this guy. Alright, now Roderick is starting to run into fatigue issues again, so he'll stay where he is. He'll just make a flurry of dagger attacks. Those cost a low amount of fatigue. He finished off the bandit's armor and inflicted a decent wound. And there we go, Siren's happy to get some more revenge, but now he's out of fatigue as well. And there's the brigands trying to escape. Which means 1 more dead and 1 badly injured. Nicely done, boys. Okay, at this point, I think the battlefield's messy enough that we're going to have a hard time picking our shots, but there's a good piercing chest wound. Potato cannot get a good angle there. He's just going to have to keep moving up. That guy on the north end is so overwhelmed he's just shield walling now. That means this guy on the south side's the only real threat at this point. With a kite shield, unfortunately, I don't think our archers are going to be able to do much against him, but... yeah. Hilmar has an open shot at this guy who's shield walling, but... a 1 in 20 chance that wasn't likely. There we go. Goon. Ah. The shield wall was still enough to turn aside his attacks. And although flails do ignore the base shield bonus, they do not ignore the bonus from a maneuver like shield wall. So that guy still has a very high defense, even against a flail. Alright, Rondis managed to sneak one by this guy's defense. And Vlad finally finishes that guy off. Alright, we've just got 2 on the field. One of whom is... well, one of whom was about to flee, but at this point we have 1 left on the field, so let's just go ahead and have everyone converge on him. Then we'll find out if we have any more brigand bands we have to mulch through before Neufarn is safe. Down goes the last of them. Congratulations, everyone! Reinhard the Survivor hits level 2. That means he's going to get Student. And it looks like Fox and Vlad are tied for MVP. We've got a whole ton of loot here. Another hunting bow, a long axe, a practical armory of tier 1 and 2 brigand weapons. Some more daggers. A couple of extra kite shields. And some spare sets of chainmail. Definitely not bad. Ooh. Looks like we've finally run into that pesky item carry limit, so I'm going to have to start prioritizing what we do and don't take from the battlefield. For the most part, this is likely to be boring, so let me just fast forward through this real quick. Alright, I think we're just about done playing with our loot, so let's see the aftermath of the battle. A peaceful sort of ruin is made of the dead, like it was their natural state, stiffened and at a permanent loss, and their whole living was but a fleeting fit of an accident finally coming to an end. Oswald the Reaver comes up and asks if you're all right. You're not sure, to be honest, and simply answer that it is time to go see Hans of Neufarn. Alright, a job well done. Let's go collect our remaining 1,600 gold. Hans of Neufarn welcomes your return with a glass of wine. Drink up, sellsword, you've earned it. It tastes particular, haughty if that could be a flavor. Your employer swings around his desk, taking a gleefully happy seat. You managed to protect the town just as you had promised. I am most impressed. He nods, tipping his goblet towards a wooden chest. Most impressed. You open the chest to find a bevy of golden crowns. Alright, 2 hard-fought battles for a rather significantly sized payday. Not bad, all things considered. Looks like we got away without any serious injuries, too. Oh, and as a bonus, I think we also just fulfilled the conditions of our latest ambition to kill at least a dozen enemies in a single battle. So we'll be back in just a moment to take care of that. As all your enemies either lie dead or are in retreat, Henry Baggins the Sergeant waves the company's banner in celebration. Once more the Retcon Raiders fought, and once more the Retcon Raiders prevailed. Raucous cheers echo him all around. You soon discover that your recent battle is the talk of local towns and villages. Whenever they stop at a tavern along the road, the brothers find that drinks are poured when the story of that battle is told. And the more the telling is embellished, the more freely the libations flow. Alright, another ambition down, and it looks like the usual batch of rewards, I suppose. I think at this point we're going to go ahead and head southeast. We're pretty close to Weedfest and Grunberg. They're literally off the beaten path, no roads or anything connecting them to the rest of the world map. So let's go see what they have to offer. And welcome back. As so often seems to happen, we have been waylaid by a group of foul creatures. This time a pack of 12 undead, Wiedergangers and Geists. We haven't made it to either of the towns yet, but I think this is a good opportunity for us to get a bit of XP for some of our lower level characters. So for the moment I've swapped Bunny and Fox out. I've also pulled a couple of our wounded frontliners out. And I've brought in a number of our lower level characters. Yeah, I think this is a good opportunity for some of our new brothers to rack up a few kills. The only thing I'm a little worried about are those Geists, but with nothing stronger than normal Wiedergangers to back them up, I don't think we'll have any real issues. Alright, so our archers will hold while we wait for the Wiedergangers to get closer. And unless the Geists completely change their normal strategies, they're basically going to hold back the first 2 or 3 turns while they wait for our front lines to get tied up with enemies. Then they'll rush in and start trying to scream at us, because the main way they tend to get kills is by freaking out your men once they're already engaged with other more dangerous enemies, so that they get wounded or killed while trying to break from combat. Alright, Alessandro, start off our barrage, will you? 2 solid hits, and Waj-Tek will quickly capitalize on that with an easy kill. Mark Richards drops our second Wiederganger. These guys are so slow we might actually take down as much as half their group before they even engage our front line. Oh, and as a bonus, of course, the unarmored Wiedergangers will resurrect 1 time each, which means more easy experience points for our archers. It does indeed count as a completely separate kill for experience and kill count purposes when you re-kill a risen zombie. There we go. That's 3 down. They're still too far away to engage us, so we've still got another full turn. And those Geists haven't started advancing yet. Maybe they're coded to only advance once there's melee combat on the battlefield. I'll keep an eyeball on them and see if they start moving up once these zombies hit our front lines. Speaking of which, let's get the spear wall set. Oh, no, okay. I guess it is just after... I guess this is turn 3, so after 2 full turns, they'll start moving up, regardless of whether or not there are other engaged enemies on the field. Alright, let's continue firing arrows into these Wiedergangers. There's another one down. And yet another. Okay, frontline hold, and let's watch them walk into our spears. There's a quick and easy kill for one of our newbies. And let's go ahead and start moving up. There are so few of them left at this point that we might as well wade in, because otherwise we're just hanging back and waiting for the Geists to start their banshee wails. See if we can get this guy out of the way. I don't think anyone will be able to attack that Geist behind it, though. But Siren can actually get over here and make a quick dagger attack, so let's do that. Nicely done, Siren. We'll bring Henry up onto this elevated terrain. Bring Vlad up for next turn, so even if Roderick gets freaked out, Vlad can take a shot at the Geist. And Rondus can move up and take a dagger attack. And Faceless Goon will also engage this Geist. And here comes the screaming. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Vlad makes short work of our second Geist. Henry will step up and attack this Wiederganger. And our archers don't really have any good shots here, but there we go. Alessandro frees up the rest of our frontliners to rush the last Geist. And I guess our other archers will take pot shots at it, too. Rondus. Ooh, no luck. Alright, Goon. Goon makes short work of that Wiederganger, leaving us with just 1 foe on the battlefield. I guess we might as well start rushing our guys up to engage it. At this point, that thing is almost a complete non-threat. There we go. Siren finishes it off. but Mark Richards takes MVP with most kills, and Woe goes up another level. That's a mediocre loot, but the experience points were the important part. Yeah, we got 100 to 200 XP for everyone in that pretty simple, straightforward fight. Alright, so let's continue our journey towards Weedfest. Hey, Retcon Raider here. So it turned out there was nothing of particular interest in either of those towns, so the Raiders decided to wander into the fog of war near the east side of the map. The good news is that they stumbled upon their first necromancer, and waded into battle against him and his undead horde. The bad news is that the resulting battle runs us well over our normal time allotment, so we'll pick up with that next time. But all in all, this was another good day for the Raiders. Neufarn was saved, the Raiders racked up some more kills, and we completed another ambition. I think that actually takes care of all the easy ambitions, so at this point, we're going to need to start working on one of the big ones, raising our group's reputation high enough to finally catch the attention of those haughty noble families. While we did manage to get through this episode with no casualties, that doesn't mean that we're done looking for new recruits. So, as always, feel free to let me know if you want to sign up for service with the Retcon Raiders. We're just another couple of weeks away from hitting the first endgame crisis, and while things seem to be going well for now, there's no telling how many new recruits we might end up needing in the near future, especially once we start taking on those noble contracts. Nobles are a particularly demanding lot. Now if you'll excuse me, I see another wave of foul undead closing in on our flanks. To arms, Raiders! Ready yourselves for battle! This is Retcon Raider, signing off. Thanks for watching. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Battle Brothers, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, or by checking out the fan-run wiki. Links are in the description.